Hi, I'm Barry Mitchell, and welcome to Simply Science. Today we're at the Children's Museum of Manhattan on the Upper West Side, and this month's show is all about some summer science fun, and there's lots to do. First up, Magalie Laguerre-Wilkinson visited an exhibit here that teaches kids how to live a healthy lifestyle called Eat, Sleep, Play. At my house, it's just eat, sleep, nap.
There's so much health information and people get a little intimidated by it. What do I do? How do I eat with my child? What are the most important things that I should do?
Leslie Bouchara is the Deputy Director of Education and Guest Services at the Children's Museum of Manhattan and was involved in the development of their most popular and permanent exhibit, Eat, Sleep, and Play.
So what we do at the museum is we work with an advisory board of experts from around the country, which is what we did, and with the National Institutes of Health to look at the science behind how families can get healthy. For families, we wanted to make the science accessible. We wanted to make it actionable. So you eat, you sleep, and you play. And these are the things that you do every day in order to have a healthy life. And so we wanted to make that science information really easy to understand, bite-sized chunks, if you will, no pun intended.
Everything about Eat, Sleep, and Play is an interactive learning experience, taking kids inside places they never imagined.
I love this part. This is the intestines, right? So kids get to actually climb through the intestines and experience what it's like to go through with all the burps and the sounds that they make. And then here you can really explore your food through this video and actually see real intestines and see how your food is traveling down. So it's kind of gross and fun and cool all at the same time.
And the escapade continues with the centerpiece of Eat, Sleep, and Play.
Okay, so this is the highlight of the exhibit. Come on.
Totally.
This has got to be, want to know the scoop on your poop and your pee.
Exactly.
So what's this?
It's a first of its kind, the only of its kind talking toilet.
Okay.
And so we thought, what better way to get health information out that's engaging and surprising and fun.
Leslie, I have to tell you, we're in a children's museum, but this wall over here is so speaking to adults because we're into portion size.
Yep.
And I cannot believe that 20 years ago, this was a regular portion of French fries. And now, this was just 210 calories, easy.
Yeah.
Please do the reveal.
And the reveal is 610 calories.
That's crazy.
Adults can also bond with the sleep part of the show with a chart illustrating how much sleep we all need throughout different periods of a lifetime. It may not be something we're all able to abide by, but it's a reminder of how important sleep is to one's development.
We don't want families to feel that there was any judgment about you should eat this way, you should exercise, you should do this. It's all about here are some ways to make healthier choices, whether it's swapping soda for water and understanding that water is free and it's actually really great for our bodies and it flushes out toxins and it's really great for kids.
The play portion is peppered throughout the exhibit, allowing kids to learn all while pressing buttons and getting information, and even driving a city bus, biking and not realizing they're exercising, or taking turns going down a slide. It's an educational playground where kids are having fun while learning.
And that's really our goal at the museum, to make things fun and engaging, but that also have impact on families' lives.
For Simply Science, I'm Magalie Laguerre-Wilkinson.
So, we've learned about Eat, Sleep, Play. Now it's Eat, Play, Read. Our Adam Miller shows us a comic book that's being used to teach kids to eat healthier.
According to the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, childhood obesity is prevalent in 18.5% of children and adolescents aged 2 to 19 years old. That's 13.7 million people. And Professor Mei Liang of Hunter College's School of Urban Public Health is taking a creative approach to fighting obesity in kids.
I was at a bookstore studying one day, and I took a break and walked around the bookstore and came across all these kids sitting on the floor completely engaged when I turned this aisle and saw all these kids engaged in books. And I thought, this is a very unusual sight. So I was like, what was going on? And it turns out they were in the manga aisle, in the comic book aisle. And I thought there was something to explore there.
So, Professor Leung, inspired by the teens in the bookstore, developed a manga-based comic book aimed at teaching kids to eat healthier.
Studies show that eating apples can lower cholesterol levels, but it would be imprudent to neglect seeing a doctor at least once a year simply because of that.
Manga comics, the characters are actually drawn in a more simplified way, as opposed to with Marvel and DC comics, the characters are drawn with a bit more detail. And with that difference, what research has found is that people are more likely to identify and relate to the simplified drawn characters. And so therefore, readers are more likely to identify with the characters, and they kind of mask themselves and put themselves into the story and immerse themselves into the narrative. Research has shown that actually people tend to be more persuaded by the messages in the stories when they're more immersed or transported.
But kids don't read like they used to. So in order to have the most impact, she had to put the comics where the kids' eyes are, on their phones and tablets.
The comic, we developed it to be a 6-chapter comic with interactive features. The title is Game On. It is about a seemingly average high school student named Justin who loves video games, and he ends up discovering he has a destiny to be able to save the world from this evil empire that has limited all access to healthy foods, to fruits and vegetables, and to water.
But there's a tiny voice telling me, be brave, stand tall, be a hero.
In order to save his world, he actually gets transported into this other world, this basically parallel universe, which looks like an apocalyptic New York City. In that world, he has to fight the evil empire.
But can an interactive comic like Game On actually change eating habits? Well, Mei Mei and her group conducted a study to test just that.
Who are you?
What we found is that at the end of the intervention, that the children who received the comic, they reported an improvement in fruit and vegetable intake compared to the control group. They also reported a decrease in sugar intake and an increase in water consumption.
And as Professor Leung and her colleagues continue to test and improve Game On, she's hopeful that someday soon, comic books will be used in schools and clinics as a superhero in the fight to knock out childhood obesity. I'm Adam Miller for Simply Science.
Now you can try out your own superpowers and go flying. Here's our Ari Goldberg.
No, that's not me. That's our instructor showing off all the acrobatics you can do in a wind tunnel. Essentially skydiving indoors. Me, I'm just hoping not to fall on my face. You can't hear inside the tunnel with the wind in your ears, so it all starts with learning how to follow your instructor's hand signals and how to manipulate your body. And soon enough, you're ready to enter the tunnel for a test run. Think of a rudder on a plane. Every time it moves, the plane moves. Your hands and feet, even your head, can all essentially act the same way as your body's rudder. And for my second flight, I get to dive in and try out some spins. Pretty neat, huh? Now let's talk about the science behind these thrills.
That was quite an experience. That was terrific. Thank you. It's disorienting a little bit.
The most important thing is to keep breathing, right? The more relaxed you get, the more you can feel the wind, the more control you can have, the better.
Where are we right now? Can you just talk through how this machine works a little bit?
Yeah, we're in iFly Westchester. It's a new generation tunnel That leads air from the outside, spits it outside through the turning vanes. This one has a recirculating tunnel, so air goes up, past the turning vane, it recirculates, and you're pretty much using the same air. It just recirculates. It means it's cleaner, it's faster, and it's a lot bigger. The bottom is what you call the plenum, all right? So that's where the wind will flow. In the plenum, there's chillers. It cools down the turning vane. It goes all the way up. And you have the top turning vanes, right? That's where your fans are. So once the air passes through the turning vanes, it goes down and does the same motion over and over again. So it always keeps it really smooth.
I'd love to talk a little bit about the aerodynamics, I guess, of what it takes to be decent at flying in there. How does it work?
A lot of body awareness, right? And a bit of core strength. So it just takes like slight movements to do a simple motion. So my whole body is considered your surface area. That's what keeps you lifted.
Controlling how your body interacts with the air particles. In physics, air resistance is known as drag. The flatter you make your body, the more surface area you have for the air to hit and push you up.
Now, how you tweak your little portions of your body, like an arch, which helps you go down. And as soon as I start to flatten out my body, the flatter your body is, the air tends to push your body up.
How does this differ from actual skydiving?
In skydiving, it's a lot faster. In here, we learn how to create lift, all right? We learn how to create lift with our body. Up in the sky, we don't, we fall. The thrill of jumping out of the plane, which we call the hill, okay? So the hill is, you know, the roller coaster, you drive down really fast, you got that falling sensation. You get like 2 or 3 seconds of that. Like once you jump off, you like fall, and then you feel exactly what you felt in there. A lot of skydivers come here to perfect their skills because there's walls. You have to be precise. In the sky, you can do anything you want, you'll be fine.
Skydiving itself, you really only get about a minute of actually being able to do tricks before you got to pull the parachute.
Yes, exactly.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
Tunnels are not just for training or fun. They actually hold different types of skydiving competitions as well. Formation skydiving, vertical skydiving, freestyle, and dynamic skydiving are only a few. And what better way for children to learn math and science than at an indoor skydiving facility? This is just what iFly New York offers, with school field trips designed to provide students with wind tunnel demonstrations, physics presentation, and hands-on lab activity.
I'm Ari Goldberg for Simply Science.
From a healthy body, now to a healthy mind. There is a do-it-yourself robot building class for your future engineer. Here's Susan Jhun.
When you hear the word robot, you may think of a metal, human-like structure. But as students here at the Brooklyn Robot Foundry are learning, robots come in all shapes and sizes.
When you flip over, it turns on and lights up. You might think that's just a cool craft project, but actually you're learning a lot of engineering.
Learning engineering while creating cool and crafty robots is a matter of course at the Brooklyn Robot Foundry in Tribeca, where children become budding engineers and active artists.
I just love to know the different names of all the parts and mostly to decorate them.
Does anyone know what that's called? We make one complete loop of electricity? Yeah. A circuit.
Mechanical engineer Jenny Young opened the Brooklyn Robot Foundry in 2011. A builder from an early age, Young grew up practicing in her garage.
If we had a toy that we didn't like, we would modify it and change it into something else. Or if we had a toy and we wanted to know how it worked, we would take that toy apart and kind of figure it out. And oftentimes we wouldn't be able to put it back together, and that was okay, you know, because then we had parts to make something else with.
An attitude that stuck with Young after she moved to New York City and began working in the corporate world in education technology.
You know, the little light bulb in my head went off and said, oh, school right now is really fixating on these right and wrong answers. That is very different than how I was raised, and I wanted to try to, you know, allow kids in the city to have that garage experience, to build things with their hands and make things, and not have to worry about failing.
And from that thought, the Brooklyn Robot Foundry was built. With 4 locations, 2 in Brooklyn and 2 in Manhattan, STEAM classes and camps are offered to kids aged 2 to 12 year-round. When we visited, students were learning about the flow of electricity as they built speed racers.
And does our car spin or does it race? Cool.
Well, I learned about a parallel circuit. Without these tower things, it goes even faster because tire things make it stick kind of to the floor.
If something doesn't work, we want the children to see that and understand the physics. So it's basically a learning through doing. In the process, we're teaching them real engineering. So they are going to learn about electronics. They're going to learn how a motor works. They're going to learn what an LED is. What happens if you wire an LED backwards? What happens if you wire a motor backwards? And so they're really getting a lot of knowledge, but mostly it is fun.
I love that students here are able to be creative and do whatever they want to make their own projects unique.
I was excited to see that it's like a mix of being creative and doing your own thing and also learning really specific things about robotics.
As the sole owner of the business, Jhun is expanding with a mobile robot foundry that travels to schools and events. Eventually hoping to franchise her business, Jhun feels regardless of the future, it's already a success.
What's your favorite project that you've built here?
Oh wow, that's really hard because I love all of them so much, I don't know.
You can't choose.
No.
For more information on camps and classes, visit brooklynrobotfoundry.com. I'm Susan Jhun for Simply Science.
A day at the zoo is always fun, and the Long Island Game Farm allows families to get up close and personal with the animals. Ah! Here's Andrew Falzon.
About 90 minutes outside of Manhattan in Manorville, Long Island, is the Long Island Game Farm, which has been welcoming children of all ages since 1970.
Whoever comes here seems to have a really good time. It's a very relaxed atmosphere. It's a farm.
Which means it's smaller but more hands-on than a zoo, but there are still plenty of animals to see.
We have over 30 different species of animals here and over 200 in number. We have everything from zebras here to goats. We have a petting zoo. We have a nursery that has a lot of baby goats in it.
Part of what makes the game farm so special is just how hands-on it really is, making it the perfect experience for little ones who can be more of a challenge to entertain. And while bottle-feeding baby goats can be a ton of fun or quite the challenge, it turns out the game farm's tallest resident might be its friendliest.
One of the biggest attractions that we have is the giraffe encounter, not just because he's so big, but also because he's so gentle and he can interact and will interact with people. He's great with the children. People can go up on a platform and feed Clifford some vegetables and carrots, and they're really like pretty much nose to nose with Clifford.
Giraffes are divided into 9 subspecies based on the patterns displayed on their coats and where they live, but recent genetic research shows there could be 4 distinct species. Clifford is a reticulated giraffe, which is considered endangered and is a cousin of the northern giraffe, which has 4 subspecies, 2 of which are critically endangered. The encounter with zoogoers provides Clifford with just some of the 75 pounds of food per day that he eats, an experience that's simply magical and the perfect pinnacle of a day of family fun. My teen and tween-age cousins certainly thought so.
I mean, I was able to feed so many animals, and it's just so nice. You really get to interact with nature.
Family and animals are my favorite thing. Okay. So it's really cool that you could actually see real life animals in person.
Sabrina and Francesco were also brave enough to join me for another of the farm's animal interactives, the wallaby encounter.
Wallabies are like mini kangaroos. They're actually considered a cousin of the kangaroo, and they'll only get to be about 2.5, 3 feet high. The ones that we have, we've pretty much acclimated them to people so that they're a little bit more tame than what you might find in the wild.
Wallabies are herbivores that eat mostly grass in the wild, but have come to prefer the greens and carrots provided at the game farm. Shy at first, they eventually warmed up to their guests, who brought lunch.
They were so nice and cuddly, and I mean, I was able to give one a hug, so it was amazing.
It was fun and it was really cute. They're really soft. They're very calm. They're very precious. They're just a really beautiful animal.
So whether you find animals out on safari or at a zoo, there's one thing for sure. There's nothing like getting up close and personal, no matter how big or how small. I'm Andrew Falzon for Simply Science.
From terrestrial animals to sea creatures, one place that never gets old is the Maritime Aquarium in Norwalk, Connecticut. So we thought it would be fun to take a look back at Mike Gilliam's visit.
This is the Maritime Aquarium in Norwalk, Connecticut. It's a very special place, a great place to both learn and also have some good summertime fun. Now, Dave Sigworth here is going to serve as our guide today. Dave, let's start with this right here. What do you have?
So this is a huge map of Long Island Sound. So we're a little bit different than most aquariums because almost 90% of our exhibits are about Long Island Sound. There's no Nile tank here or Amazon tank here. We want our visitors to understand about the environment and the animals of Long Island Sound. So we start you off with this huge map to let you sort of orient yourself to where you are. A lot of people like to look to see where they live.
And then I see the striper in there.
The striper's here. So what we're trying to do is that we have little kiosks here, and we're going to ask you some questions about some of the animals and the environment of Long Island Sound at these kiosks. The answers will show up on the big map. And that actually starts you thinking about what you're going to see when you go through the aquarium galleries.
The aquarium sits steps away from the mouth of the Norwalk River and the Sound. It's home to a lot of touchy-feely exhibits like this area.
This is our shark and ray touch pool, so you can actually touch a live shark or ray, and you can do it and come back with all 10 of your fingers intact. So we've got some nurse sharks and some smaller species of sharks down here, as well as several species of rays. And it's really cool to go home and say that you touched a shark today.
Oh, Dave, now this is something I usually don't like to see when I'm out in the Sound. Jellyfish.
Right, now we call them jellies because they're not fish. And same, we try and teach people about starfish, or sea stars, because they're not fish either. So these are moon jellies. So you may have seen jellyfish that are sort of red. Those are lion's mane. You don't want to touch those. But these are moon jellyfish, and if you use 2 fingers, just like at the ray touch pool, you can touch the tops of their bodies. They do have tentacles, but they're very benign to us. I mean, if you were a little piece of like a shrimp or something, this would hurt you. But they don't really hurt us. And so, but you have to be very careful. You have to know what kind of jellyfish or jelly you're talking about. It's sort of like mushrooms.
I won't tell you what they feel like. You have to go and see for yourself. They also have the other things you look for at an aquarium, including the huge shark tanks and...
So they do a little recycling.
The seals, complete with a feeding schedule. If you plan on visiting the Maritime Aquarium, it's a good idea to check out their website. There you can find the price of admission and also the hours of operation. And you can also see some great deals from Metro North Railroad. Remember, it only takes about an hour to get to Norwalk from Grand Central. I'm Mike Gilliam for Simply Science.
The Earth's surface is made up of about 71% water. Well, what lies under that? Well, we made our own little demonstration to show the layers of the Earth with the help of our friend Allie.
Whatever.
Allie is the daughter of CUNY TV's Carol Ann Riddell. You know, Allie, these parfaits are delicious. They remind me of the layers of the Earth.
The Earth is not made of gelatin.
Right. But you see these layers? The way the Earth separated out when it was formed billions of years ago, we can recreate that kind of here in our laboratory kitchen. Our Earth is made up of 4 layers. The center is the inner core. It's the densest layer. It's solid and it's hot, like 11,000 degrees Fahrenheit. The outer core is liquefied iron and nickel.
Can you hurry this up?
The mantle is the thickest layer. It's made of both solid and molten rock. Finally, we live on top of the thinnest layer, the crust. It's all solid rock. Let's say this is going to be our Earth. The bottom layer will be the core of the Earth. That's where the densest material, the most tightly packed material is formed. And we're going to use plain dishwash liquid to indicate that. There you go. See how thick and dense it is? So there's our core, that's the densest layer. Next, we're going to use some plain water, which I've added some food coloring to, just so we can see it better. Okay, I'm going to try to add this on top. Now we're going to use some vegetable oil. The mantle is actually the thickest layer of the Earth. So you do this one gently. Okay, stop. You have green, blue, and this will be amber color. Finally, we have the thinnest layer, which is the crust of the Earth. Because rubbing alcohol is clear, This is the least dense material. We've added some food color to it. This should sit on top of the vegetable oil.
I'm gonna have my driver's license by the time this is done.
You have the inner core, the outer core, and you have something that resembles the mantle plus the crust. I can live on that. What do you think of that, Allie?
I'm not cleaning this up.
Yeah. And that's our show. Our thanks to the Children's Museum of Manhattan. And as always, you can check us out on the web at tv.cuny.edu and on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Barry Mitchell. Look for me as Mr. September on the FDNY calendar. See you next time on Simply Science.